didn't work. I did everything that you asked. I reset the clocks to open the floodgates, and I even tried to put the city to sleep with secret messages. But they stopped me. And now they have Omega, and I have nothing. Yes, of course. By the time I get done with them, there will be no question who has the superior intellect.
You know, TJ, you really came through with getting Omega. But you shouldn't go off by yourself like that.
Aw, come on, Zach. I'm not a little kid anymore.
I hate to break up this family feud, but look, it was supposed to be clear today, but a strange weather system is moving in.
What is that stuff?
We'd better get this to the underwater lab for a thorough scientific analysis.
The underwater lab needs some samples from the water to use in the analysis. Meanwhile, I'm going to try out my new underwater camera. There's an interesting group of sponges I've been wanting to observe. We've created a formula that will change the clouds back to normal.
Now we need to disperse it into the air. Let's get to the windmill. Okay, Frank the caretaker says sometimes the gears inside get a little stuck. All you have to do is get the windmill spinning again. Then we can release the formula into the clouds. Polka dots aren't really my thing. We'd better drift. Here goes.
Great job out there, Joe. You too, TJ.
Thanks, Zach.
I hate to interrupt. Well, actually, I rather enjoy it.
Max!
I should have known you were behind this. Why are you doing this?
Can you ever really know a person's true motivations? There are so many factors.
Max!
Perhaps it's because you insulted my intelligence when you kicked me out of the Adventurers. But now, it's my turn. I've got a real beast of a challenge for you.
Perhaps I'm wrong, but I don't think a hippopotamus is supposed to have stripes.
Most of the animals are rescued from the jungle, so let's start snooping around there.
Oh, you've got your helmet. I almost didn't see you.
Whatever Max has done, we've got to undo it.
Okay, I think the first step is to gather some animal hair samples. Good work, but I can't make hide nor hair of those samples. We need Jess to help us analyze it. Where is she?
Where else? The lab.
Great! You brought the hair sample. DNA is the genetic code that determines what kind of organism everything is. Once we've analyzed the DNA in these samples, we should be able to create an enzyme to feed the animals that will change them back to normal. Excellent! We'll get this to the animal refuge right away.
Couldn't we have just kept the chickagator? In some cultures, that animal would have been considered a minor deity.
Hey, what's that?
It's the sensor inside Mount Messier. It appears it's going to erupt.
Botley, if the volcano is going to erupt, why is it covered with snow?
That's not snow. I don't know what it is.
It appears this goo has the same properties as taffy.
Let's go to the candy factory and do some research.
You know, it would be okay if the volcano was covered in taffy.
Sure, until you had to swim to school in it.
Oh, you're right. Come on, let's get a sample of taffy from the candy machine.
All right, we have all the taffy samples we need.
Zach is over at the hydro plant studying the effects of gravity. Why don't you take these samples over to him? But don't let him eat any.
Taffy. Sweet. I skipped breakfast this morning. Delicious. Now, where were we?
Trying to stop the volcano.
Right. You know, I've been thinking. Maybe we could reverse gravity and pull the goo back into the volcano. We can test it out with the taffy samples you brought. Stellar job! Now, take the map and head on over to the anti-gravity field so we can get out of this sticky situation.
If more of my cases had maps, my job would be a lot easier. Now you just need to find the volcano's area of gravity on the anti-gravity field, and we can suck that goo right through the floor and make everything square.
Great job! You did it! Take a look at that!
Oh, this is horrible. It's supposed to be a man in the moon, not a Max on the moon. What can we do?
You know, there's an old legend about a pirate gem that had the power to restore the full moon.
Maybe we should check out the sunken pirate ship for clues.
Now, the pirates would have hidden the gem, but there should be a map somewhere on the ship that will tell us where to find it. Good work! The map shows that the gem is in a cave in the sky? What does that mean?
It's an underwater cave. You have the map upside down.
Oh, thanks, Sal. Just making sure you were paying attention.
That gem was originally used by farmers in their harvest moon ceremonies before it was stolen by pirates.
Looks like the gem is inside the cave. Go get your mitts on that bauble.
According to the legend, the gem needs to be nestled into the Jurassic fern, which had rejuvenating powers, but those plants became extinct centuries ago.
Oh, yeah. Hey, wait a tick. I think they preserved one in the biosphere. Let's give the place a once-over. Wow, an ancient gem! Pirates! This is so cool! Now all we need is a Jurassic fern. I'll show you where it is. Come on!
I am so sick of Max Masters and his stupid tricks.
So let me get this straight. Max used to be an adventurer, but then he got kicked out?
Yes, because he couldn't learn to work with the rest of us. But teamwork is what being an adventurer is all about.
Excuse me? But I've been monitoring the city for the last few minutes, and I think I've spotted him. This video shows him leaving the vicinity of the sunken pirate ship just a few minutes ago.
Let's go.
You guys got here really quick. Way to go. But I don't see Max anywhere. Let's look around.
A treasure chest of game tokens? Sweet! We can blow off some steam at the arcade.
No, we can't. This is a clue. I'm sure those belong to Max. That's right, he loves video games. Maybe he's at the arcade.
Hey, this place is a lot of fun. I should hang out here more often. Well, why don't you play a few games with those kids and see if they know anything?
Nice shooting. One of the kids saw Max here earlier, playing that pinball machine over there.
We found some seaweed on the controls. Max must have left it there.
Yuck! Great clue, though. Take it to the underwater lab for analysis.
I've heard of sleeping with the fishes, but this is nuts. Seaweed, eh?
Okay, take that into the lab and have it analyzed.
Hey, Joe, it turns out that seaweed could only have come from the underwater cave.
Take an underwater flashlight and go meet TJ at the cave. I'm gonna go dry myself out.
The cave's straight ahead of you. I bet Max is in there. You go in and flush him out. I'll wait here to catch him. But be careful.
We got the pigeon. We'll hear what the little stoolie has to say back at HQ.
I'm sorry I almost lost him, Zach.
Hey, TJ, don't be so hard on yourself. Joe couldn't have caught Max if you hadn't chased him out of the cave.
Yes, TJ. Good job capturing me. Nicely done.
What the?
But how can I be in two places at once? Any guesses, anyone?
Max!
Okay, I'll tell you. I cloned myself. Isn't that brilliant? Now you'll never know if you've captured the real me or not.
This is terrible. This could go on forever.
Oh, Sally, is it? Here, let me make it easier for you. There, that's one down. Bye for now. If you need me, I'll be, everywhere.
We need to stop Max from making more of those clones. Let's take some of this clone residue over to the lab and analyze it.
I must say, clone residue makes quite an interesting specimen. Let's get it under the microscope. The clone residue is made up of a combination of Max's DNA and some plant extract. Take a sample to the jungle and see if you can pinpoint what plant it came from. That may give us a clue as to how to stop the clones. Howdy. So you need to get your mitts on the plant that matches that extract? Well, you came to the right place. I think there are about 1 million plants here. Dig in. Jake, you found the plant. What is it?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we take it over to Zach in the biosphere, he can figure it out.
So you did a little pruning in the jungle, huh? Let's take your sample and compare it with the biosphere database and see if we can figure out what it is. It's a unique form of sugarcane with a glucose content 10 times that of normal sugarcane. So Max's clones must be made up of mostly sugar. Now, where could there be an unlimited supply of sugar?
The candy factory!
All right, Tej! Get over there as fast as you can. Take a glucose sample with you just to make sure it matches what they use.
I'm sure Max is making the clones here because their candy hasn't been as sweet lately. Let's get into the candy machine and see if we can find where all the sugar is going. You did it! No more new clones! And candy production is back on track!
Sweet! But I'm sure we'll have more than enough trouble from those clones that are already out there.
Perhaps there's a clue to where Max's hideout is in the riddles he's played. That's it. Look at the first letter of each of the first 4 riddles. C-A-V-E. He's telling us that his hideout is somewhere in a cave.
We need a map.
You know, the windmill used to be the tourist center. There's probably some maps lying around there. If we can slow down the speed of the windmill, that will give us a chance to look for the map. Great work. You know, I remember now there's an old pirate legend about a secret cave behind the Great Falls. Of course. And you could see those falls from anywhere. In other words, it's right in front of our faces. Excellent. Take the map out to the sunken ship and see if you can figure out how to get into that cave.
Supposedly, the key to the secret cave went down with this ship. So look around and see if you can find it. Good work! You got the key. Looks like the hydro plant is right where the entrance to the secret cave should be.
Maybe you could still get there from the hydro plant. TJ's over there now.
I found this carving on the wall. Maybe it marks the entrance to the cave. We'll probably need to reroute the pipes a bit to find the way down. I think we found it. Yep, I really think we found it.
We're all coming to meet you.
There's Max, over there!
Surround him!
How did you guys find me?
Didn't think we'd figure out your riddle, Palooka?
Which riddle? What are you talking about? I didn't want you guys to find me.
Let's take him back to headquarters and sort this out.
Everyone, look at the view screens, quick! Something's happening!
Max, what's going on?
I don't know. They were never designed to do this. Why couldn't you just admit that I'm smarter than you?
Max, don't you see? This is bigger than you or me or any of us. Whatever that thing is, it's going to hurt people.
What do you want me to do about it?
Don't you see, Max? We need you. You may be the only one who knows how to stop that thing. So please, Max, won't you help us?
Oh, fine, I'll help you. But only until I find out who framed me. You and TJ go back to my hideout. I'll give you the access code to the clone dissolver and tell you what to do. Okay? TJ, would you please gather up all my personal belongings? Books, pens, cameras. My hairbrush. Perfect. Now, off to the candy factory.
I checked, and there's still some leftover clone goo here.
Excellent. Now all we need is the opposite of sugar.
Salt?
Exactly. You're cute and quick. Not a bad combination. Let's get some salt from the candy machine. Perfect. Now, take everything over to Jess in the underwater lab. Gee, stopping this thing is almost as much fun as creating it. We've got a sample of my DNA, some clone goo, and some salt. So, what do you think we're going to make, Jess? An angel food upside down cake?
It's obvious. an anti-Max clone compound that will revert them back to their base materials.
You never could take a joke. But we need a few plant samples. Let's get those first.
Okay, you've got your compound. Try not to eat it.
Jess! Now we just need to get it into the air. Hurry on over to the anti-gravity field. That creature is already at the hydro plant and it's looking awfully hungry.
Okay, if we charge up the anti-gravity field, we can release the compound into the air. Congratulations! You did it! The compound is in the air.
Houston, we have a problem. That thing is right in front of headquarters. You'll have to blow the compound in this direction somehow.
I know what to do. We need to pick up a huge coil of copper tubing and some canvas. Everybody meet at the windmill. Okay, here's what we do. We're going to make a giant U-shaped tunnel to redirect the wind towards the monster.
We're only going to get one chance at this.
We've got to try something!
All right. If Zach says it's going to work, I trust him. Let's build a tunnel.
Gesundheit!